ఆసియా ఖండంలోనే మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా హైదరాబాద్ వేదికగా ఫోటోగ్రఫీ శిబిరం ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. హైదరాబాద్ శివార్లో గండిపేట్ మండలంలోని నార్సింగ్లో 4వ వార్షికోత్సవ ప్రపంచ ఫోటోగ్రఫీ శిబిరం ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి ముఖ్య అతిథిగా బరాక్ ఒబామా వ్యక్తిగత ఫోటోగ్రఫర్ రీగన్ హాజరై సందడి చేశారు. ఈ ఫోటోగ్రఫర్ శిక్షణలో ఆసియా ఖండంలో నుంచి సుమారు 700 మంది ఫోటోగ్రఫర్లు పాల్గొన్నారు. ఈ సందర్భంగా ఎంతో నైపుణ్యంతో కెమెరాలో బంధించిన ఫోటోలను వారు ప్రదర్శనలో ఉంచారు. ఈ సందర్భంగా రీగన్ మాట్లాడుతూ బరాక్ ఒబామా న్యాచురాలిటీ ఫొటోస్ ఎక్కువగా ఇష్టపడతారని, ఒక దృశ్యానికి ప్రాణం పోసే విధంగా ఫోటోలు కెమెరాలో బంధించి యావత్ ప్రపంచం చూసే విధంగా సాయశక్తుల ఫోటోగ్రాఫర్లు ప్రయత్నిస్తున్నారని ఆయన అన్నారు. రీగన్ మొట్టమొదటిసారిగా పర్యాటకుల చారిత్రాత్మక కట్టడమైన చార్మినార్ను, అలాగే పక్కన ఉన్న మక్కా మసీద్ను సందర్శించి వివిధ దృశ్యాలను తన కెమెరాలో బంధించానని సంతోషం వ్యక్తం చేశారు.
Where's that guy? There's a beatboxer. Where's he? Please tell me you're here. Where's that kid who walked up to me before and said, "Hey, I'm a beatboxer"? Kid, who's a beatboxer? Where are you? Okay. Ivan. Who's Ivan? Oscar, can you beatbox? You can't beatbox. Okay. So those of you are sitting down, since you can't do it with your foot, you have to go twice on your lap, like this. Can you, everyone do that? Has it been for you all? Have you all been having fun? Did you meet new people? Yes, no? Who's this fellow? Hey, what's your name?
Pratik.
Pratik what?
Talreja.
Okay, where are you from?
I'm from Mumbai, Daisar, and my name sounds like a Bollywood villain name. That is the reason I changed it to Saroj.
You also one last time. We will rock you. Gonna rock you, baby. We will rock you. Thank you so much. Oscar, can we start? Oscar gives me a thumbs up, which is a good thing because I was running out of things to do. Okay, this next lady taking...
So please be easy on me and keep cheering me. Okay. Slow down. Okay, so I am here speaking about the road to getting featured on Instagram. It has a lot of bad images. It has a lot of very old images from where I started. There's no big story about it. It's like a random newspaper article. After that, I started clicking from my smartphone. I didn't have a camera back then, and I got the smartphone from my own savings, which was a
tell my story to them, to maybe have something for them to look up to.
Definitely. If nobody...
For the public to eventually see. Like right now, we're already at the point where every single picture that I made during the Reagan administration is online. You can actually go to the Reagan Library website and look at all my proof sheets and see every single frame that I made. And I think that's a positive thing for historians and just people in general to be able to get a sense of what he was like as a president, as a person, to be able to look through all my pictures. The same will be true of the work I did with President Obama. There's I don't know if it's called an embargo, but there's a period of time before those pictures are all made public.
Yes.
But there will, in due time, be a chance for people to look through all those pictures. So the decision's not like mine on which which picture is a conference like this. I would think for the Indian photographers, it's like an amazing opportunity to hear from other photographers that he mentioned, whether they be from the U.S. or from India, and maybe it's people that they are not familiar with. But I think you can learn from other people. It doesn't mean that you copy what they do, but you can sort of see the realm of possibility with photography across the spectrum when you connect with people at a conference like this. And we have conferences like this in the U.S. Same sort of thing.
All right. And
I haven't had too much of a chance to get around the city, but I've had enough of a chance to see there's a lot of people here, and there's a lot of crazy drivers, and I don't know how people get around with motorcycles and bicycles and cars go in different directions and not have crashes all the time. But it seems to work. It's like controlled chaos.
So Hyderabad is the one city where I say, when you see a green light, you feel happy, right?
Yeah.
Here I'm like scared out of my wits,
Right.
because I don't know what I should do at a green light.
Right. And it's especially the traffic circle. I don't know what you call it.
There is no traffic circle. It's a traffic island.
Traffic island.
Yeah.
There
are no rules.
There are no rules.
There are no rules. There's
So
no
it's been
right
amusing
of way.
to watch that.
Everybody has a right of way.
Yeah, but I thought it was in the first session, I was very impressed by the questions, and they were thoughtful and articulated well, and that was nice to see. Thank you.
thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do they in fact have Instagram?
They do.
accounts?
They do.
It's just people are just not familiar with it.
They're just not familiar with it. So, like, for example, yesterday's golden hour speaker, the man who ended the what do you say? Give you an opposite the end of the fact. The speaker just before you, Aditya
We
Venkatesh.
have Joseph Radhik here, who is
I mean, I'm a little aware of that. I think the positive impact has been with other photographers that are documenting prime ministers or presidents. Maybe I've had a positive influence on them, and maybe my work has helped them explain to their president or prime minister the importance of documenting for history his presidency or his prime ministership or her. So in that respect, I feel good that I've had at least a little bit of influence in that, I think.
and going all the way back.
Just taking a photography class when I was in college in my junior year. I didn't have any upbringing with photography. I didn't take pictures as a kid or anything like that. It wasn't until I went to college in my junior year I took a photography class, and then I knew right away that's what I wanted to do.
And what do you think about an initiative like this, like PEP Photo Summit?
Basically, I'm a guy who's searched for photography education all over. I've come to the US for photography conventions, etc. And our whole deal, I'm nowhere as close to experience as me. But when I started, there was no proper internet in India. So whatever little stuff was learned from books and derived from those. And from there, when the internet even came about, it wasn't social media, but it was websites and forums, mostly photography forums, on which I spent a lot of time in the early 2000s. And all those photographers and a whole bunch of people who have inspired.
That was what I thought was a big part of my job, which was not necessarily just to cover the events, but to show what he was like as a human being, and how valuable that will be for generations to see. This particular president will have a real insight into what he was like through my photographs. I mean, can you imagine if we had a kind of body of work, archive of photographs like that of some of our earlier presidents. Abraham Lincoln. It's before really photography had come to the forefront. And what we learn about Lincoln is not, you don't really have photographs to study. Whereas with President Obama, hopefully people will get a real sense of what he was like as a person by looking through my photographs.
And
I think that there were some things that I showed in the first session that I don't know that people made the connection to, and it was interesting. It's always interesting to see how audiences react to certain photographs or certain comments that I make, and I think some things are universal, but there were some things that I think people maybe didn't quite understand because it's the kind of humor or sarcasm that maybe only an American can identify with. And I thought when I put the presentation together that I had kept that in mind pretty well, but I think in some instances some things didn't quite get across. So that's to be expected.